Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen Amma ba'du fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, welcome to my channel Learn Quran with Inam, and this is your teacher Muhammad Inam. Today we are going to start lesson number 4, and in this lesson we will learn about Qaribu South letters. So question 1 will be made: which letters are Qaribu South letters and what's mean of Qaribu South letters? Qaribu South letters mean similar sound letters. Qaribu South letters are 16. You can see in the brackets. These letters are Qaribu South. And in this lesson, inshallah, we will learn how we can make difference, like sound difference between these letters. And one more thing, we will have to read this lesson without spell. We don't need to read this lesson with spell. So let's start it and keep revising after me until I read last letter of this lesson. So let's start it. Repeat after me. Ta, ti, tu. We read this letter with thin voice. Now we are going to read ta letter, and we will have to read with thicker voice because ta is musta'li letter. Ta, tui, tu. Next letter is za. Za is Safiria letter. Okay, and you will have to make whistle sound before reading this letter, like za, zi, zo. And next letter is dal. Dal and dha. Remember one thing, these are three letters. First one is za, then dal, then dha. So these letters have similar sound, right? So how we can make difference between these letters? Let me tell you. Za will be read with whistle sound. You will have to make like stress before reading this letter. And dal will be read without whistle sound. Like dal will be read da. You will have to tongue your front side of your tongue with upper teeth, like da. Next letter is dha. Same thing. Dha will be read without whistle sound as well as with thick voice. Just za will be read with whistle sound, not dal and dha. This way you can make difference between these letters, right? So let's revise again. Za, zi, zo. Ra, ri, ru. Dha is musta'li letter. That's why we will have to read this letter with thick voice. Ra, ri, ru. Then tha. Tha is not Safiria letter. That's why we can't read this letter with whistle sound. Okay, just seen and saw, these letters can be read with whistle sound. Za is also Safiria, but tha is similar. That's why we will have to read tha letter without whistle sound. Okay, if you read tha with whistle sound, then how you will be able to recognize, how you will be able to make difference between seen and tha? Because seen is read with whistle sound, and if you are reading tha with whistle sound, so how will you be able to make difference between seen and tha, like which letter is being read? That's why tha will be read without whistle sound, seen will be read with whistle sound. Okay, remember this thing, and touch your like front side of your tongue with upper teeth, then whistle will not come. Tha, si, so. Then seen. Seen is thin letter. Sod is thick letter. Okay, seen will be read with thin voice, sod will be read with thick voice. This way you can make difference between seen and sod. Okay, so let's revise. Sa, si, so. Sa, si, so. So next letter is dal and dod. Dal is thin letter. Okay, you will have to pronounce it with thin voice, but dod is musta'aliya letter. That's why you will have to pronounce this letter with thicker voice. If you read dod with thicker voice and dal with thin voice, then you will be able to make difference between these letters. Revise after me. Da, di, do. Then dod, do, di, do. Next letter is kaf and kof. These are two letters, and these letters have same sound, like similar sound. So we will have to read kaf letter with thin voice, cough with thicker voice, then we can make difference, like sound difference between these letters. So revise after me. Ka, ki, ku. Then cough mustalia one with thicker voice. Ko, kui, ku. So before reading this letter, I will tell you one thing. Ha and ha, these are two letters. Okay, we will have to make sound difference between them clearly. Ha is pronounced from bottom part of your throat with deeper voice, like ha, ha, right? But ha is pronounced from middle part of your throat. That's why you will have to read ha with deeper sound, ha with high voice, high sound. Okay? So revise it. Ha, he, who. Next letter is ha. Use your middle part of your throat and pronounce this letter with high sound. Ha, he, who. A, I, U. Then ain will be pronounced from middle part of your throat. And remember one thing, you have to pronounce ain soft voice. Okay, then you will be able to pronounce. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. Okay, so revise. Read this lesson letter with soft voice. Ra, ri, ru. Then ha and ghain. These are musta'ali letters, and we will pronounce ha and ghain with thicker voice. And these are similar sound letters. So make difference between these letters. Ha, hi, ho. Gha, ghi, ghu. Next letter is simple letter. Like next letters are simple. These letters are not Kribu South letters, but we will practice. Ba, bi, bo. Ma, mi, mo. Wa, wi, wo. Fa, fi, fo. La, li, lo. Na, ni, no. Ro, ri, ro. Ja, ji, ju. Sha, shi, shu. Ja, ji, ju. And we have completed this lesson. We have learned this lesson. And if you couldn't understand anything, you can send a message to me. My WhatsApp number is in front of you. Inshallah, I will try my best to give you answer of your question. And if you like this video, then share with your family, friends and relatives. Inshallah, we will come again in the next class and we will learn the lesson number 5. Remember me in your prayers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.